swimming up the stream, paddleless up the creek, can induce super chill without having y'all with me. Stupid heaves wondering to whom PASHUT is referring. I'm lucidly the reefer king and dogging to all human beings.
Breishis bara Elohim as a Shemayim as Haaretz. Why do we have 10 Malchias? That's the Gemara. Frankly, the Gemara. Why do we have 10 Malchias? Where do we get that from? So one of the opinions of the Gemara is that it's Keneged the 10 Ma'amaros. So Haininu, Vayomer in Breishis. It says Vayomer 10 times the Chorah according to the Gemara. And so in fact the Gemara asks the Gemara, Teisha Havu. There's only, when we counted, there's only 9 Vayomers. So what's PASHUT? And for the Gemara, Breishis Nami Maimaru. Breishis is also a Ma'amar. Breishis is also something that was created. What was created with Breishis? My humble opinion is that time, the concept of time was created at the beginning. Boom, now we have time.
So.
Okay, true. So the Gemara in Megillah, Shkach. Ma'aseh b'Talmei HaMelech, shekinei 72 zakenim, v'echnizam b'shivim v'shnayim batim. He took 72 elders, put them in 72 houses. Why they brought them in, right? He didn't tell them why they're bringing them in. Anyways, everyone went and they wrote, right? He said to them, write me the Torah of Moses. So he gave an eighth and the lave of each one, and they all ended up changing certain aspects of the Torah, certain things. And we have to understand what's PASHUT in that, and we'll see that, and we'll go back and listen, we're doing this Beit Hashem all year. This is something that we're going to steig. But they all steig. Steig means to grow, to learn, to figure out. Steig. It means a lot of things. Bada boom, bada bing. So they all had the same idea and they changed it. And everyone wrote Elohim bara Breishis instead of Breishis bara Elohim. Rashi says that Shelo Yomar Breishis is his name. That's not, it's God's name. It's a weird chashash. They don't say Breishis is God's name. And the Tosfos says that no, the Greeks knew that the name of God had to come first, and so they would think that Breishis was God's name. So therefore they changed it to Elohim bara Breishis. Very mudna, very strange. What's going on there? We'll think about that. We'll put it on the on-deck circle. And the on-deck circle, by the way, is infinite spot. Shal Rabbi Shmuel as Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Shmuel asked Rabbi Akiva. He says that when they were walking in the path, and he says, like, you were Meshamish Nachamish Gamzu, right? He had 22 years. He was Dorish all of the S's. He says Breishis bara Elohim Eser Shemaim V'Eser Haaretz. So what did he darshan with Eser Shemaim V'Eser Haaretz? So he says, right now. Right, if it said Breishis bara Elohim Shemayim va'aretz, Hayiti Omer, I would have said Shemayim is the name of Hashem. Again, going back to the name of God. But now there's Eser Shemayim Eser Haaretz. It says Shemayim Mamish, and Eretz is Eretz Mamish. We're gonna have to understand all what's going on with that Shemayim, Aretz, everything that's going on. But we see Rabbi Akiva walking in the derech, and we don't want us to keep Rabbi Akiva in our mind. There's a Gemara in Talmud on Lamed Beis Amud Aleph. It says, Amar lahen shamayim nivru techilo aretz. What was created first? The lands, the heavens, or the earth? The heavens was created first. It says, Breishis bara Elohim eser shamayim v'eser haaretz. So they say, what happened first? Or choshech? So he says, this thing no one knows. And then they ask, wait a second, of course someone knows. Like it says that obviously choshech was never techilo, because if the aretz tovo, the choshech, right? So we had choshech. Even before, really, that's a very interesting verse that we'll get to soon, that Choshech is brought, darkness is obviously brought first, because they know he didn't want him to ask. So there's something over here by Ma'aseh Breishis. The Gemara in Chagiga, and Daf Yud Beis Amud Beis. So the Gemara in Chagiga, it says, Beis Shammai says that the heavens were created first, and Beis Hillel says that the lands were created first. The Gemara goes into what was created first. The Gemara comes out saying that Kishen Nivru, when they were created, the heavens were created first, and then the earth was created. But then when they were planted, the earth was planted first, and then the heavens were planted. Every culture, every nation has got to that. They call it different things, right? The Torah calls it Tov Levav. Jamaicans call it Iri. Tov Levav. Aristotle calls it eudaimonia. I'm going to say much love to everyone who came. Follow me on Instagram, PASHUT 26. I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Chag Sameach, Man Simchasenu. The Tikiyim Mitzvah D'Oraisa by Chile.